Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for those 80s flicks that were so successful, they made themselves endlessly ripe for parody.
Hey, wax on, hot. Wax off, hot. Concentrate. Look at my eye.
Number 10. Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
I saw him.
Saw what?
Star Destroyer Jordan coming right at us.
Sir, might I
Shut him
suggest-
up or shut him down.
Star Wars fever was still in full swing during the early 1980s, thanks to this highly anticipated first sequel to the original 1977 film. An infinitely greater number of eyes were glued to movie screens as a result of the original Star Wars success, and they were dying to see how this new franchise would progress.
We have a new enemy. The young rebel who destroyed the Death Star. I have no doubt this boy is the offspring of Anakin Skywalker.
How is that possible?
Search your feelings, Lord Vader.
The final product would bring George Lucas's vision back into the public zeitgeist, courtesy of some huge cinematic moments. We're talking scenes like Darth Vader revealing to Luke Skywalker his true parentage, or the latter's training with Master Yoda on Dagobah. If it didn't become official with Empire, then 1983's Return of the Jedi shouted it loud and clear. Star Wars was here to stay.
Before you die, there is something you should know about us, Lone Star.
What?
I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate.
What's that make us?
Absolutely nothing.
Number 9. The Breakfast Club.
Any questions?
Yeah, I got a question. Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Give you the answer to that question, Mr. Bender, next Saturday. Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
John Hughes wasn't the first writer-director to craft teenage characters with respect, but he was one of the most important creative voices to do so during the 1980s. The Breakfast Club did a great job expanding upon the compartmentalizing and stereotyping we tend to do in high school.
Why don't you just shut up? Nobody here is interested.
Really? Buttface. Well, hey, Sporto, what'd you do to get in here? Forget to wash your jock?
Excuse me, fellas. I think we should just write our papers.
Archetypes like the brain, the jock, or the dweeb still get tossed around today for better or worse, but the Breakfast Club proved there was more to all of them than meets the eye. The gathering of all these young characters for Saturday detention became an iconic setup, one that was riffed on by other films and TV shows in the wake of Hughes's commercial success.
I was just in my office. I heard a ruckus.
Can you describe this ruckus, sir?
Oh, you better watch your tongue, young man. You better watch it.
We were just sitting here like we're supposed to.
I don't want to hear it, mister. You just bought yourself another detention.
Number 8. Rambo First Blood, Part 2.
Murdoch. I'm coming to get you.
Younger movie fans can definitely be forgiven for assuming that the Rambo franchise is all about action 100% of the time. After all, it was this sequel to 1982's First Blood that helped transition the character of John Rambo from troubled Vietnam vet to full-blown killing machine.
It's over, Johnny. It's over! Nothing is over! Nothing! You just don't turn it off! It wasn't my war! You asked me, I didn't ask you! And I did what I had to do to win, but somebody wouldn't let us win!
The pathos and personality of that first film is completely dropped here, as John Rambo ceases his existence as a creation of author David Morrell. Instead, it's Sylvester Stallone that embodies the role, as First Blood Part 2 moves Rambo into multiplex mayhem territory. The sequel from 1988, Rambo 3, would get even more extreme, effectively codifying the character's execution for others to parody.
Keeps going and going and going and going. Nothing outlasts me. Oh!
Yes! Number 7. Flashdance.
So what's a dancer doing working as a welder?
Girl's gotta make a living.
The 1980s were another era where small-time characters with big dreams earned their golden ticket. Movies like Footloose, Dirty Dancing, and Fame all celebrated characters with passionate feelings about the art of dance and all possessed iconic moments. Every 80s moviegoer, however, probably remembers the first time they watched the audition scene from Flashdance.
When there's nothing but a slow glowing dream.
Jennifer Beals does a lot of the legwork here, pun intended, via her fashion sense and natural charisma, as well as with help from a dance double. Donald Peterson's cinematography and the stunt coordinators also do a lot to amplify the scene. Yet it's the decision to have Michael Sembello shift the focus of his song Maniac from slasher inspo to dance tune that made Flashdance a cultural lightning rod. Number 6. E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
E.T., can you say that? Can you say E.T.? E.T. 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 Be good.
Was any director from the 80s more adept at humanizing alien life than Steven Spielberg? The director had already softened the reputation of these extraterrestrial invaders with 1977's Close Encounters of the Third Kind, but it was with E.T. in 1982 where alien cuddliness entered the mainstream. The success of Spielberg's film would result in a slew of imitators and knockoffs, while the film's humor and heart could also be seen and reflected in later films, such as Ron Howard's Cocoon. E.T. the Extraterrestrial was also a dream scenario for marketing and cross-promotion, with many riffing upon E.T.'s quest to phone home within their advertising.
BT has E.T., the extra technology you need to stay in touch.
Number 5. The Terminator.
I'll be back.
There are few stars more bankable around this time in 1984 than the future governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Terminator hit theaters in the wake of Arnold's post-Conan success and predated subsequent hits like Commando and Predator. Schwarzenegger, as a result, could still get by playing a villain, which he did for the ages with his T-800 Cyborg.
You can go pump or auto. The 45 long slide with laser sighting.
This didn't mean that Arnold's laconic performance didn't launch 1,000 imitators. Of course, a feat assisted by the actor's natural Austrian accent. Schwarzenegger was so successful, in fact, that he basically set the template for talk less, do more dystopian antagonists. Full stop.
Enjoying the night air, my brother? Your robes, give them to me. I come bearing many gifts, but I assure you my robes are not among them. What are you, some kind of wise guy? Well, actually, yes.
Number 4. The Shining.
How do you like it?
It didn't really matter how much Stephen King famously disliked director Stanley Kubrick's adaptation of his novel The Shining. The performance of Jack Nicholson as King's disturbed author, Jack Torrance, broke down the door, literally, to become one of horror cinema's most studied and parodied moments.
Here's Johnny!
There are also other moments from Kubrick's vision that entered the hallowed halls of horror. From those creepy Grady twins to the real-life abuse suffered by co-star Shelley Duvall during production. King may have written his own made-for-TV miniseries version of The Shining in the 90s, but it's this version that remains a legend.
Good afternoon, sir. How can I help you?
Well, Davis, I will be staying indefinitely.
But, sir, don't you know that you've always been here?
Number 3. The Karate Kid.
When am I gonna learn how to punch?
Learn how to punch. Learn how to keep trying. No!
This feature from Rocky director John G. Avildsen shares a lot of similarities with its rather simple formula and execution. Everybody loves a good underdog story, and The Karate Kid seemed to immediately resonate with 80s audiences. The likability of Ralph Macchio in the lead made for magic with his co-star Pat Morita and scenes such as the final karate tournament or that classic wax-on, wax-off lecture would be referenced by nearly everyone at the time.
Now show me how to do biscotti karate. Biscotti karate is this. Snacks on. Snacks off. Snacks on. Oh boy.
However, there's also the modern-day Cobra Kai series, which takes so much of the original's lore and adapts it all in a respectful manner. It proves that The Karate Kid wasn't just another feel-good film or a throwaway check-cashing exercise. It meant something to people.
Finish him!
Number 2, Chariots of Fire.
You are the favored few. You constitute what is without doubt the most powerful athletic force ever to leave these shores.
Isn't it funny how some Academy Award-winning films become remembered for elements other than their narrative content? There's no denying that the dramatic story featured within Chariots of Fire is compelling stuff based upon the real-life 1924 Olympics. However, its main reference point today arrives in the form of its score from Greek prog rock pioneer Vangelis. The anachronistic presence of his synthesizer blares out a little title theme that's still parodied today whenever any slow-motion running sequence needs some music. In fact, it doesn't feel unfair to say that Vangelis' theme to Chariots of Fire has outlived the film's thematic impact within the minds of many that first viewed it back in 1981.
Come on, I'll race you.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Risky Business, That Old-Time Rock and Roll, and Tidy Whities.
Just take those old records on the shelf. I said listen to them by myself.
Friday the 13th, The Rise of Slashers and Killer Parodies. Fatal Attraction. How could we ignore Glenn Close's screen presence?
I just want to be a part of your life.
Oh, this is the way you do it, huh? Showing up at my appointment?
Well, what am I supposed to do? You won't answer my calls. You change your number. I mean, I'm not going to be ignored, Dan.
Scarface. Say hello to the bad guy.
You want to play games? Okay. I'll play with you. Come on. Okay. Do you want to play rough? Okay. Say hello to my little friend!
Rocky IV. The best Rocky montage ever? Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Let us hurry. There is nothing to fear here. That's what scares me.
Harrison Ford has portrayed some of the most iconic movie characters to ever achieve silver screen glory. It's amazing the run Ford had back in the late 70s and early 80s, such as this hugely impactful Indiana Jones film.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Asps. Very dangerous. You go first.
Raiders of the Lost Ark opens up with a bang, presenting a sequence that's been parodied to death by other eager adventure films. Jones's swagger, that tentative switching of the treasure before a giant boulder comes barreling from above. It's blockbuster movie making 101 and ground zero for a legion of Indiana Jones wannabes from both at home and around the world.
Why, you little...
Is parody truly flattery? Do you enjoy any genre knockoffs more than the real thing? Let us know in the comments.
Hey, way to go, Hummer! Way to go!
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.